seen a fourth grader beat and strangle a second grader. Then
Good morning, good morning, good morning, cousins and soul tribe. It's me, Athena, aka Lady Urban, and I just came across a thread. I don't remember his name. However, go down and check him out. He's discussing the attack on a second grader in Maryland that occurred with a fourth grader at school. It's to my understanding, now I have not researched this, but the boy was beat up, choked, and strangled to the point where when they found him, he was foaming at the mouth and he has ligature marks. It is to my understanding that the fourth grader told the second grader, this is what we used to do to you guys a long time ago. I'm just here to say, folks, we gotta realize everybody ain't really raising their kids. Some people are just really allowing their children to raise themselves. And unfortunately, some people allow their children to sit up in grown folks' conversations and hear them talk poorly about different races, different cultures, different jobs, different foods. It don't even matter. But our kids do what they see, not what we tell them. And we need to start taking notes. So when you're about to start having adult conversations, maybe you need to start excusing your kids, because your kids are inherently misinterpreting this stuff as appropriate disposition and behavior. And then they're going to school and reenacting these heinous acts out on individuals that are smaller. Let's get that straight. He didn't pick another fourth grader or someone his size. So obviously he's a coward. Okay, let's start there, because most people that are racist or that are bigotry or that wreak havoc on the world are. They go out and they react this stuff. And now we have a society where we have children that really believe that it is okay to go out and harm and cause havoc onto others. I don't know what you guys are teaching your kids, and I don't know what you aren't teaching your kids, but I've been in the kid industry for over 20 years, and let me tell you something. If you don't show your kids, the world will. And when the world do, because if it ain't another kid that's older than them, it's going to be an adult that's older than them, or it's going to be the police. You better get hold of your home. You better start rearing your kids, because it takes a village. And that whole stuff about people not wanting no one to say nothing to their kids or don't talk. Girl, grow up. Man, grow up. Okay? Because I grew up in an era where if the neighbor came and told your family something you were doing, you probably were going to get your hide tore up by the neighbor. Then you're going to get your hide tore up by your grandma for embarrassing the family. And then the whole family's going to come tear you up. And before you guys scream abuse and all that, stop yourself. Because back when we were growing up, we did not have these school shootings. We did not have people getting lynched at the rate that they're getting lynched now. Yeah, we had police hurting people. That's always been, because, you know, it is what it is, man. They're here to police the minorities. Their cars don't even say protect and serve no more, if you've noticed that. So I'm not against the police, but the reality is, if we raise our children, we don't need the police. We got to get to a point where our children know that there is a line in the sand. And we need to start showing them that we employ rules on ourselves and boundaries for others, which means they will know to have rules for themselves and boundaries for others, and some integrity and dignity and respect for self, which will perpetuate integrity and dignity and respect for others. This has to stop. I know that a lot of people say, well, our kids, we can't help what our kids do. Hey, let me tell you something. My parents made me know what I could and could not do. I knew if I showed out Wherever I show out, I was going to get toe out. Okay? And they did not play. They did not spare the rod. They did not beat me all the time. But I knew the limits. I knew that was what was acceptable and what wasn't. And I knew, and I'm not saying I was a perfect kid. No, I did bad things. I used to beat up people. I used to steal. I used to do a lot of stuff. But the second they found out about it, and the second they approached me, I straightened my crown and walked the straight walk. Because I'd rather deal with them on a mellow note than get toe out on an unmellow note. So with that being said, I'm going to need you parents to step the heck up, take accountability for your daggone children, and stop letting them run amok like feral children, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that as parents, we don't know our kids are in the back room getting an ossuary together to kill people. As parents, we don't know that our kids are in duress and going out and imploring abuse on other kids. At some point, we got to be in the present moment and stay in tune, 10 toes down on this parenting thing, man. This is real. And the government, they ready. What is that SB 119? They got that going now, that where if your kid is in the car with someone, and if someone decide that your kid is in the car with, to pull over and get into it with the other person in the car, and they shoot someone in the car, or they go in a store and rob someone, they're charging your kid with the same charge as the kid that did it, that they didn't even know was going to do it. Wake up, parents. The time is now. The time is now is to gather your village, gather your wits about you, get out of your own feelings, start tending to your trauma so you can help your kids tend to theirs, because we created it, and move forward, because this is not the way our lives, our children's lives should be going. They should be out playing. They should be out having fun. They should be out enjoying the world. They should be out exploring. I mean, we used to be all over the neighborhood, running around, playing, making spaceships, getting grocery carts, pushing each other, rolling each other in wheels. The kids don't even know how to play make-believe anymore. What the heck? Come on, people. Cut off the TV, turn off the Wi-Fi, make them go explore, make them be able to communicate. The problem is no one communicates in person no more. So they have low people skills and they don't know how to interact appropriately. And when that happens, that's when the aggression and the low impulse and the violence come in. And then you couple that with some racist parents or an oppressive environment or an abusive environment or a negative opinionated environment. And then that's what they're going out and perpetuating. We got to do better. We got to do better. We're failing our kids. And if we fail our kids, these are the people that's going to be taking care of us. I'm scared. Okay? I don't need little Charlie that was raised by the skinhead that hate black people coming into the nursing home and strangulating me and then just saying that I got caught up in my call center cord and killed myself. I don't want that. So I'm going to need everybody to step up. Yes, I am there for the kids. Yes, I do my part. But this ain't a one-person gig no more. We got to come together. We got to stand as one, and we got to walk the walk and talk the talk, because the kids are watching. We can no longer have this racist relic that we're putting out. We can no longer have this one-sided thought process, because free will is will, and if free will is real, and if God respects free will, you're supposed to respect free will, and I'm supposed to respect your free will. But if we're teaching our children that free will is to be able to go to school and abuse each other and try to each other, what's left? I don't know what we're going to do, but what I do know we need to do is start getting on that prayer warrior line. We need to start connecting at least once or twice a week to pray and uplift the light within ourselves and be the best version of ourselves. I will wait to talk to you later. Please follow me on YouTube, Soulful Vibes with Lady Irvin, Facebook, Athena Irvin Mack, and Instagram, Athena Irvin Mack. I love you, cousins and Soul Tribe. Talk to you later. Bye.